will introduce our this SON. What is SON for, right? So Reyee SON actually stands for self-organizing network. What is this? This is one of the features, okay, we are always highlight, okay, we are always promote in our Reyee presentation. So how our this SON to help you to complete and your this entire setup, right? So this is a general rules, okay, general problem you always be facing, okay, during your implement or set up other brand of devices, okay, for your customer. So maybe you'll be this is the first challenge you always will be facing, okay. Maybe you need to take a couple of hours to finish the entire network, okay. Some sort like they have a switch, AP, and the router in your environment, right? So you need to set up the router one by one, right? So the second, so you always will forget to the configure one of the device, okay, out of the all device. What does this mean? Okay, you are assume some of this company, maybe it's a factory, they have purchased about 20 unit, 30 unit for your equipment. So you need the time, okay, to implement, to set up all the AP. Okay, even though they are saying that we are very easy to set up, even though you can using the scan QR code, everything, right? This is an old method, okay, old method already, okay. You can say you can scan the QR code already very fast, right? No need to type in one by one the serial number. So this is a way, this is the old method already, but for Reyee product, we have a SON to help you to, in the 1 minute, okay, to link up all the equipment, okay, without scan the QR code as well, right? So the third challenges, what is the third challenges? How to make router switches AP talk to each other, right? Because maybe you want to set the router IP address, and then you need to separate to configure the switches separately to configure the AP. This is very complicated, right? So the SON will help you to saving your time, help you to automatic discovery, and then also help you to mini configuration, right? So what is the principle for the SON features? Okay, actually based on the SON features, we are created, okay, based on the network ID. So each of the device, they have their own network ID. Okay, once the device, okay, to add into the devices to the same network, right? All of this equipment, right? The network ID will be changed directly. Okay, by default, all of this default equipment will be 0. Okay, please take note. Okay, by default, all of this equipment will be network ID is a 0. Okay, once you have been start the SON, the network ID will be changed. Okay, out of 0. Okay, maybe it's 1, 2, 3. Nobody know. Okay, you also cannot be know about that. The network ID is changing. Okay, how you are going to know about it? Okay, when you have an existing network, so they have one new device try to add into the network, right? They realize that this two network ID is not same. Okay, because this set of the network environment has been added up already, has been used already, has been run for a couple of months already. So you have immediately this one of the devices you want to add in. Right? They will help you. They will ask you to do some provisioning step. Okay, only this new equipment will be added into your existing network ID. Okay, so this is a principle, okay, of our SON. So this is something need to explain to you. By default, it will be 0. Okay, once you are using our cloud app or eWeb to do configuration for the SON, right? They will train for other network ID. Okay, so how convenient? Just now I was saying that within a minute we can set up the entire router, switches, and AP. So what is the behind principle? What is the behind theory? Okay, so for those you are just coming in for my this Ruijie training, right? Reyee training, right? Please go to our this Apple Store. Okay, you can go for your this Apple Store. You can go for your this Android. Okay, Android stock market. Even those the Huawei market, please go for download our this Ruijie app. Okay, Ruijie application. Okay, once you are download it, you need to install it. Okay, right? So after that, what you want to do? Okay, just open it. So go for configuration part. Okay, so you need to click on the project and then click on app, right? So once you are click on app, right, you realize that they have a 2 part to ask you to select. Okay, which way you want to select. Okay, for this old method conventional, like our Reyee equipment, like Reyee AP, Reyee Switches, and Reyee EG, right? So the Reyee enterprise switches, gateway and AP, right? You need to use the left-hand side way to configure it. Okay, because the Reyee product did not support SON features, right? So for those Reyee enterprise product, you're able to scan the QR code, or you need to enter the serial number by yourself manually, right? This is the way for Reyee equipment. How about Reyee equipment? Reyee equipment, we support both. Okay, we support both. Okay, of course, nowadays we must using the faster way. Okay, so you need to choose the SON connection. So once you are choose for the SON connection for the Wi-Fi, right? So for those information for our Reyee AP, by default, they will broadcast SSID. Okay, they will broadcast a SSID, which is alias Reyee dot something. Okay, dash something. Okay, the something of the behind of the digit is your AP device's MAC address. Right, so based on the MAC address, you're able to know this SSID is broadcast from which AP. But Reyee AP, no. Okay, by default, Reyee AP won't going to broadcast any SSID to let you to go for connect. So that's why just now I mentioned Reyee, you select for the right hand side. Reyee, you can select both. Okay, up to you, right? So nowadays we try to test the SON feature. So when you are select the SON, you just need to connect the AP default SSID. So once you are connected, right, they will automatically saying that the 3 devices are detected. Okay, they will automatically help you to combine all the devices in one of your management page. So what is the next? Next, our this Reyee app will be start to configure, prompt you the result. Right. So this is the way just now how we are going saying that you no need to configure your router one by one, switches and AP one by one. Right. So the next will be going to result. Okay. So go for the result. The first question will be ask you what is your project name. So you need to give the project name. Second, what is the password management for all your devices? Okay. This is very important. Don't simply put any of the password after that you are going to forget it. Okay, so the solution for recover back your this password, right, is a factory reset. Okay, no recover password method. Okay, the last resource is a factory reset. Okay, but Reyee equipment, Reyee device, you can go for recover password step because it's an enterprise devices. Okay, you can using your console paper to do some this recovery password method way. Okay, so for Reyee, as you understanding, Reyee product, all of our this Reyee product, we did not have any console port. Okay, so we did not have any CLI. Okay, please bear in mind, we only have a GUI. So if you have any problem, please factory reset. That's all. This part for our Reyee product. Okay. So the third thing, the result of this environment. So you need to choose what is the environment, whether it's a hotel, office, home environment. Okay. Once you complete it, so you can go for this. You can go for the second of the setup. So the second setup, you can easily know what is this setup. This setup is belong to your EG router, right? So the second setup will be ask you to key in the information about your router. Whether your router, the WAN interface using PPPoE, DHCP, or static IP. Okay, so anyone know what is a PPPoE, DHCP, and static IP, right? So if you don't know, please type no in the chat room. So I will explain what is a PPPoE, what is DHCP, what is a static IP. Okay, so there have a few persons saying that no, don't understand what is a PPPoE. PPPoE is actually WAN interface always facing to our internet service provider. Okay, so this WAN interface normally they have a 3 type connection. Okay, for worldwide, this is a normal, very common. Okay, for worldwide, they have a 3 connection to connect with our internet service provider. The first will be PPPoE. PPPoE is a one of type of PPP protocol. Okay, so they're able to do some dial up going to your this internet service provider to log in your username, do some credential login. Okay, this we are some sort like PPPoE dial up. So you can put in your this username and password. Okay, to do some PPPoE dial up. Okay, once you are download successful, your credential is successfully and match everything, so you can connect to your internet service provider. Some of the internet service provider, they also provide the DHCP. Okay, so for your environment, so you need to know about it. Okay, before you are typed into your this service provider equipment. So whether they have a DHCP or static IP or PPPoE method. Okay, for those static IP, the common scenario we can able to see is the SME company or enterprise company. Normally they will purchase some this public IP. Okay, so they will, when they are going to purchase the public IP, right? So they're able to telco. Some of the telco, maybe they are going to BGP or any this OSPF or this kind of a router. So they require you putting some static IP in your WAN interface. Okay, so the static IP not for you to put 192.168.1. They will able to put for the public IP as well. Okay, you're able to put for the private IP as well between 192.168. something, right? So normally for WAN interface, normally the telco will provide you is a public IP. Okay, once you are complete the WAN interface, that means we already set the router part. Okay, the router part, the router can be have an IP address to connect to your telco, go through the internet, connect to our Ruijie Cloud, right? So the next actually the step will be configure our AP. Okay, the result will be the sixth step will be ask you to configure the AP to provide the new SSID. Okay, we don't want to use the alias Ruijie dash something the SSID anymore. So the next will be ask you to fill up the new SSID, whether you want to have a WPA, WEP, or WPA2. Okay, authentication. Right. So once you are completely set up, right? So they will show you some this final, okay, to check out. Okay, so this is your new Wi-Fi SSID, the password, no password, and then what is your management password? Okay, please screenshot for this page when you are set up, because this management password is very important. If you forget it, cannot be recovered, right? So once you are set up, the completely of the configuration has been done. Okay, very easy. So you can able to see your Reyee Switches AP all will be online, even though you can connect your client already. Okay, for this environment. Okay, so this is a step. Okay, SON will be help you to combine all the equipment. After that, go for the wizard setup. Okay, don't mix up the SON, not the wizard setup. The SON just the features to combine to add in all your devices in one network. So this is what we are talking about, SON features. Okay, then we'll have some video to show you. Okay, this is a SON. Just now I go through the slide, right? This is some live video. Okay, so this phone trying to do some setup. They have 3 equipment. So now we are going to connect the default AP Reyee SSID, right? Okay, so once you are connected, okay, they will start to do the recovery. Okay, recovery for all the devices. Okay, they will, after they are recovered, so you go for this wizard. Okay, the third wizard will be set up the scenario, your WAN interface. Okay, please remember this step because later on your this part 1 of the exam is this. Okay, you want to build up this environment, then screenshot for me. And then make sure all your equipment is linked up and able to connect to the Ruijie Cloud, right? Okay, this is the last part to configure your new SSID. Okay, after that, you can share around the new SSID is ready to broadcast or not. Still not coming out yet. And refresh again. Yes, yep, array ready. You can see the Reyee SSID has been ready to broadcast. And then we are trying to connect it. Okay, once you connect it, the wizard has been completely set up. Right? So this is the step how you are going to configure for your this SON for Reyee equipment. Okay, for 3 of the equipment, right? Okay, they have one question on this chat room. They're saying that what is the static binding and dynamic binding in the DHCP? Okay, just now I have been already go through this explanation. Okay, so next, okay, so for this SON actually they have one special environment. What is the optional environment you'll be facing? Okay, just now I'm talking about. We have an existing network ID Y. Okay, which means we have 3 of equipment over here, right? So suddenly, okay, I bring another set of maybe 2 more AP. This 2 more AP has been POC, has been used by some place, right? So I bring it to this my Y network. Okay, once you are add into this environment, right? The SON actually they will automatically discover each other as well. Okay, so during this time, right, you can do some merging. Okay, you need to do some provisioning to merge these 2 networks together, become with the another network ID. This is the principle of SON. Okay, this is some scenario. Okay, during you are going to web GUI. Okay, you are going to set up. Even though you can using your mobile apps, you also can see this kind of a scenario. Okay, they will show you. Currently, network, you have a master unit of your gateway, right? They have a 1 AP already run about 1 month in your network. Suddenly, I bring in another AP has been used before. Okay, I want to try to add in because this switches I've been using to some place to do some POC. Okay, I forget to factory reset. Okay, I bring it to this network. So they will come out this warning. Okay, they will help you to separate 2 types. Okay, one is the other device saying that this device is not has been used before. Okay, when you are going to add into your existing network, yes, you may, but you need to go for some special step. Okay, what is the special step you want to go for it? Okay, you need to click on this switches, right? Okay, click on add to my network. Okay, on this step, right, they require you to key in the password for the existing password you have been set in these switches. Wow, very complicated, right? Okay, sometimes you also forget what is the password you have been using for the POC. Okay, so for those you are able to remember the password, yes, definitely you can key in the password. Okay, go for add in. So at the end, from your mobile view, you also can be views from this like the laptop view, right? Okay, you can add the device to your environment. Okay. So for the mobile view, you also need to key in the existing password has been configured in the switches before. Okay, once you are configured successfully, then you are able to successfully to add into your existing environment. Okay, please take note, don't panic. Okay, don't panic. Once you have found this kind of thing, why my switches cannot add into my network and separate by this feature? Okay, because that means this equipment has been used before. The other way, you don't want to go for this step, right? You can straight away to factory reset these devices, okay, before you add into this network. Okay, in terms of another way, once you are factory reset of these devices, right, you won't going to have this problem anymore. Okay, please take note about it. So next, you'll move on for SON election priority. Okay, how they are going to select the master unit. Okay, based on the priority, there will always be high priority will be EG, the following will be AP, and then the last will be switches, right? if your environment, let's say your environment, the election, just only AP, I don't have EG, I don't have switches, okay, how they are going to do some the election for the master. So they will based on the device, CPU, memory, okay, which one is the lower, okay, there will be a master as well, right? And then the third priority will be a MAC address, okay? They will based on the MAC address, the lower MAC address will be master as well. So this piece, take note, okay, maybe your this you will be saying that why my EG will be always will be master. Can I change AP is a master or not? No, the answer is no. Please take note about it. So this is a Reyee SON election master principle. Okay, how the priority play around with our design. Okay, so there have been some sort like question. How about master when the master offline? How the procedure to reselect for the new master? Okay, whether they have a downtime or not. Okay, so this is your answer. So if a device with a high priority in your this environment, the master will be changed. Okay, if they have a problem. Okay, so for EAP, okay, like the networking after the master is selected, the new EG is added. Okay, that means this is some scenario, the AP scenario. Okay, for this moment, customer is very happy using Reyee AP. Okay, so after a couple of months later, so the customer willing to purchase switches and router from you. Okay, saying that hey, Reyee AP very good. Okay, I'm very confident for Reyee product. So can I order router or switches for my next phase 2 or how going on? Okay, after I purchase, whether you are into my environment, okay, whether they have a downtime or not. Yes, okay, the answer is yes, there have been 7 or 8 second downtime. Okay, this is a maximum. Okay, actually for the real environment, just 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, so this is a downtime, so you need to prepare on it if you want to go for phase 2 setup. So you need to have this downtime ready. You need to schedule on night time, okay, to help you to customer to do some deployment, right? So the second note you need to take note about our this AP networking environment, okay? How they are going to select the master? Actually, they based on 2 scenarios, okay? The first scenario you're able to see that, right? They have a preempt, okay? What's the means, okay? They have a preempt start after the master is powered on 36 hours. And then with the new devices. What is this term? Okay, which means the SON itself, the master unit will be detected. I have been powered on over 36 hours or not. Okay, if yes, right? Okay, once you are plug in your EG to your environment, right? The new device will be effectively with the high priority be a master on this 5 minutes. Okay, it will be a 5 minute. Okay, if you are not going to visit or not going to do anything, right, they will automatically in the 5 minutes, they will go for to be a master. Okay, how about the device master has been powered on less than 36 hours? Okay, if this scenario, right, the auto election for the master, right, will be after 30 minutes. Okay, this prevent you to this for your this implementation setup. So for your new setup, right, maybe in your project, okay, setup stage, you keep plug in the new devices, new devices to the environment, right? So they won't going to ship master, keep away to ship the master. So for those the 36 has been 36 hours, they only will be shift for within 5 minutes. Okay, if you are less than 36 hours, there will always will be a 30 minutes later on only going to do the election. Okay, for the master unit, right? So for the SON, normally common the issue we will be facing always will be filled. Sometimes will be filled. So what is the cost possibility will be cost for this SON field? So there have been maybe it's a multiple of a master can be see more than one region. Okay, SSID. So that's why they will separate 2 of a network ID. So you cannot be organized them together if it's one network. So this is the cost, okay, the first cost. The second cost, what is the second cost? The second cost will be the layer 2 broadcast field. Okay, the SON only can run on layer 2. Okay, what is a layer 2? Which means only one VLAN. Okay, if you have a different of the VLAN environment, right? SON does not support of it. Okay, please think about it. So that means you need to make sure all of your equipment they will in the same network for the management IP. Okay, so the solution will be check whether the device are connected to the same network. Okay, merge all the device to the same network. The second will be check whether they have some configuration like VLAN. Just now I was saying that VLAN. Okay, so port isolation is a part of important. Okay, maybe it will be cause your SON failure. So what is a port isolation? Later I go for this switch training, right? I will explain what is a port isolation. Okay, think about port isolation now. All right. So the third will be check whether the SON is disabled or not. Yes, our Reyee equipment actually we can disable the SON. Some sort you are not feel you want to separate. Okay, maybe you want to put on two group. So in terms of these SON features, you are not required this kind of method setup. So you can turn off the SON. No matter AP switches, gateway, the SON feature able to turn it off. Okay, later I will go for the GUI. I will show you how you are going to turn it off the SON. Right. So for the second, okay, symptom, okay, common symptom will be found during SON, okay, succeeded, but the device cannot be online to the Ruijie Cloud. Okay, what will be cause about it? First will be firmware. Okay, please bear in mind, no matter Reyee devices, okay, once you need to connect to the Ruijie Cloud, please make sure all the firmware is the latest firmware. Right. The second, configuration. Okay, which means some of the configuration, maybe this ACL or anything is blocking. Okay, not allow the equipment to connect to the Ruijie Cloud as well. Okay, so in terms of the faster way, you are going to do the troubleshooting, reset the devices, run the reset and SON again. Okay, to sell everything. Okay, so the third, the cost for this SON problem cannot be online to Ruijie Cloud will be network between device and Ruijie Cloud. Okay, so please ping whether this URL of the device can be reached to the Ruijie Cloud or not. Okay, maybe sometimes the DNS also is the problem. Okay, they cannot resolve the IP address based on the URL. Okay, this is the way how you are going to basically do the troubleshooting during you are facing this problem. Okay, now we are move on for the FAQ. So what is the IP address of the master device on SON? What is the IP address? Okay, the answer is 10.44.77.253. Okay, second, what is the difference between the default SSID, RES-Reyee S and RES-Reyee M? Anyone experienced this before? Anyone realized this before? Sometimes Y will be S, sometimes Y will be M. Anyone? For those that have been go through Reyee backpack, Reyee workshop, do you realize that during your configure for this connect for this Reyee alias, so you will be M. Okay. Okay, so for this workshop or any backpack, even though you are bring this briefcase, right, for showing your demo, right, for first time, okay, you are open, power on all of the devices. Firstly, you're able to see is the -S. Okay, -S mean, right, the devices still in the standalone devices. Okay, -M which mean the devices have been successful to do the network SON. Okay, so during the first time you are open up, power on all the devices, the first SSID you can see is a -S. Okay, after you wait for 30 seconds, it will become -M. Okay, please think about it. So how to restore the factory setting for Reyee? Okay, the factory reset setting is very simple. Just need to bring a pin, right? Okay, push for the button. Okay, for all the Reyee equipment, no matter Reyee AP, Reyee switches, Reyee EG, So they also provided the reset button. Okay, so you just need to push the reset button more than 5 seconds. After that, you release it. So the entire device will be going to reset mode. Okay, so once the reset mode, all the devices will be going to factory setting. Okay, please take note about it. So what is the protocol of SON? A lot of people, they're already understanding Reyee, they have SON features. So what is the protocol for the SON we are using? Okay, so our SON is using MQTT protocol. Okay, MQTT protocol. This is the protocol we are using to play around with the SON. Right. So the next will be does the configuration, okay, SON will be changed if the master is disconnected. Okay. So during the election, the configuration will be changed. Anyone experienced before? Anyone? No. Okay. The answer is no. The configuration will not be changed. Okay, even though we select again the master. Okay. Next, how to do the device discovery. Okay, the device discovery is based on layer 2 broadcast. Just now I have been go through. Please make sure all your equipment, they are sitting in the same VLAN. Okay, and then sometime your switches has been turned on the port isolation. Please make sure all of this setting will be not affect our SON. Okay, does our ES series support SON or not? No. Okay. So for ES series switches, Reyee not support SON. Please take note about it. Okay, how master add the new devices to its network? Okay, during the master add the new devices, the network 0 automatic, they will add them to the one network, which means you need to factory reset and add into the existing network. Then make sure the new equipment is the always network ID 0. Okay, that's all for SON.